we've just finished Murder and Eridanos. Now we're gonna continue to the other DLC, which is Peril and Gorgon. Okay. Hey Ada.
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance?
Um,
May luck be with
how do we how do we start Peril in Gorgon? Okay. Here's Eridanos.
Captain. I'm receiving an urgent docking request from another vessel.
Greetings from the Halcyon Parcel Service. Delivery is guaranteed within standard margins of certainty. I've got a special delivery for Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. With your permission, I'll see it transferred to your ship.
Okay. What is it?
It's a parcel, sir. A parcel is a shipment wrapped and prepared for delivery, sir.
Never mind, you're the delivery guy. Okay. Of course you wouldn't know. Just send it
With
over.
alacrity. Stand by, Captain Hawthorne. An HPS certified distribution technician has deposited the parcel into your cargo hold in accordance with hazardous waste disposal procedures.
They did what?
They dispensed 3 complimentary spritzes of Anti-Cleo's Citrus Squirt Air Freshener. That's the HPS touch for you, Captain Hawthorne. On behalf of HPS, I'd like to remind you that HPS is not responsible for any damage, defacement, or unseemliness to your parcel. Thank you for your patience, and please remember HPS for all of your future parcel-related needs.
Okay. Sure thing. Now what?
Welcome back, Captain. How can I be of assistance? Take care.
So, oh yeah, the parcel. And the locker. I have to transfer some weapons. I have so much. Big sleep, paper knife, all reliable. The Gatling. Fine. Nova, Eureka. Recharge supper time. These are all good weapons. For the armors, nothing. Hmm. I think I can accomplish some of the achievements. Let me see. Fine. I'll do it later. I'm just gonna... check some of it. And kill 50 enemies with sneak attack. A nice hat. Where can I get the nice hat? Okay. I think I can. I need to have water. Cider. Can I eat them all? Food. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna bring some super cool weapons. Loop gun, shrink ray. Is this the Gatling for mind control? Yeah, I'm gonna bring them all. I'll try to use them on some enemies there.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should have known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Well, that fellow certainly seemed trustworthy.
Yeah.
I've gotten jobs from some unusual sources, but this is a first. Congratulations, Captain.
I don't mean to sound prim, Captain, but there's gotta be a better way to ask someone to do you a favor.
I just want to say, we gotta take this job. This is the closest I ever been to starring in a serial drama. Only thing we're missing is a couple cameras and a soundtrack.
At least this won't be boring.
Lucky Montoya owed Captain Hawthorne a considerable debt. I believe this is what humans refer to as payback. Captain,
Okay.
the message contains landing coordinates for a small asteroid in the Charybdis cluster. It was recently registered to a Wilhelmina Ambrose.
Now, I, for one, was hoping to do the exact opposite of that.
What? Do you want to shake its hand?
Yeah, can we talk about the arm? I want to take bets on how the guy lost it. My money's on cannibals.
That ain't really that fella's arm, right? It's gotta be a dummy. Or a toy?
Well, I'm not cleaning it up.
Cleanup service request processed. Disposal of human arm from the Unreliable's cargo hold will commence in the immediate future.
Simulating disgust.
Human.
How distasteful. Humans eat there.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
not touching it. Etc. Lucky Montoya had a statistically significant tendency to encounter situations of extreme danger.
He liked to show off his battle scars. I get the feeling he won't be flashing this one around.
He was also the fourth best paid freelancer in the system.
Nice. So that's the arm holding the phonograph? I thought it was my arm.
There are several hundred freelancers operating in Halcyon. Considering the numbers, Mr. Montoya ranked among the top percentile. This had less correlation with his measured aptitudes, which rank at or below average, than with a pattern of fortunate circumstances.
Okay.
I have transferred the coordinates for Ambrose Manor to your navigation terminal. We can travel there when you are ready.
Yeah.
Hawthorne, if you're getting this, something's happened to me. Got mixed up in some shady business on Gorgon. Should've known better. But I landed on something big. And now this job's an itch I can't stop scratching. There's a whole research compound left of the Sprats. I think I'm close to figuring out why. But something dangerous is closer to me. Got the job through one Minnie Ambrose. Top runger who just came into some money, was offering a hefty bid card for qualified help. Trust me, her money's good. Talk to Minnie. Take the job. If I ain't gonna live to see the payday, might as well be you. Consider us even, old pal.
Wait. Okay. I think I just sold that nice hat. But oh no. No. Oh hey, it's the nice hat. Golly, I I knew I had it all this time. I was worried that I sold it. Now, where's my chimera? Here. Well dressed. Okay. Okay, let's do this thing.
We arrived at Ambrose Manor. Welcome back, Cap. How can I... Goodbye.
Okay, should I bring the other guys? Felix and Ellie? For a change? These two are my best companions anyway. I'm not gonna mess it up. Yeah, the other guys kinda annoy me. Vigor and Parvati, they're okay. They're not too pretentious. Okay. Drinks. Hey, drinks. Is this the manor?
Welcome to Ambrose Manor. We were not expecting company. Please follow. Do not stray from the path.
Well, we're not known for going where we're told, but we'll see what we can do.
Hey.
Oh no! We should check to see he's alright.
Golly, man.
I've never seen a more effective argument against blindly following a preordained plan.
Diagnostic. Error. Diagnostic.
Hey, I'm sorry, I can't fix you. There should be an option that can fix this guy. Kitchen keycard. Daily routine: sweep the tranquility garden for Mrs. Olivia, oil the fish for Mr. Harvey, repeat. When they hired me on as groundskeeper, I assumed there'd be grounds to keep. I'm not even allowed inside the manor. The manor! Everyone told me the Ambrose family keeps to themselves, but they're a bunch of hermits, save for the little one. Guess I ought to find a hobby. Mr. Harvey dropped his keycard in the pond. I'll hold onto it in case he ever comes looking, but I won't go near the house. Wouldn't want to get between Mrs. Olivia and her research. So what research are they doing inside that manor? Oh, why am I picking heavy stuff? Heavy useless stuff. Oh, you enemies?
Here they come!
We're pretty good at this.
Ah, poor. But they're rabid. bunch of useless stuff. Okay. Okay, we proceed.
Training, can.
Yeah, I'm just for the fun of it. I'm gonna use all these weird guns.
Big empty windows.
What the heck?
Feels like the building's watching me.
Oh, I thought they were
Oh, I'm getting goosebumps.
floating fishes.
People will go to extraordinary lengths to define themselves, won't they? This is just a facade to hide behind.
Weird. Replacement for a pond. And this thing. Ooh. Oh. So we were gonna spend all our time inside this big building? Let's go!
It's so empty. Oh, Captain, something here don't feel right.
This place has the distinct feeling of a crypt.
Hey, yo. Hey. Okay, you're not talking. Okay, let's see. Main menu. Recent activity. Use Wambros attempted to log into Wambros, Hambros. Okay. Stock is spoiled. Replenish. Okay. It's all a mess. That's the kitchen yard. Are all the doors locked? I can't even enter. Can't even go through these doors. We'll have to check the kitchen first. Is there another door? No, it's not the door. Just some furnitures. Okay. Then investigating. Ooh. Oh. Okay. Why do we have to go there? I think it'll lead the same way. Oh, okay. Okay. Oh my. Oh. This view. Okay, now I can go to this. Okay. Bard. Oh, is this a child's room? Okay. Dearest mother and father, I've paced the halls of this gilded cage long enough. Since you won't permit me to help the family business, I'm leaving to start a business of my own. Am I too young for such ambitions? Perhaps, but it is the risk you take when you finish a dollar in your image. When you fashion a dollar in your image. Lysandium will welcome me with the open arms. Won't that be a new sensation? If I ever return, it'll be to claim my rightful spot on the head of this family. So she has motive. Possible motive. To do some things in their house or towards his parents. I don't know if I should be stealing these things. Anyway. Master bedroom card. Oh. Oh. Wait a bit. It's the same room. Wait, before I talk to him, I wanna see. Ah, okay. It heads to a room, and this will eventually lead to that barred door, I think.
Oh my law, this is just like that episode of Virginia Yang, Girl Detective, where the old fella dies and his nurse inherits his house. What if we find a body?
Secret tunnel. Interesting architectural choice.
Okay. Get the card. Some awards, we won't bother with that. Okay, we absolutely have to have. We also need to have very high lock picking skills. Okay, let's go. Phew, it ain't enough. 150. 150. Huh. I have 40. Should I proceed? For body hiking gear, patch low pressure helmet. I'm not even sure. Along the wilderness of glass, no swelling still that winds may be upon some far-off happier sea. No heavings hint that winds have been on seas less sidiously serene. Okay, login. Select user Ambrose. Welcome user Ambrose O. This morning I gave birth to a healthy child. Perhaps that's a strange distinction to call her healthy. But after all I've endured to finally meet her, it matters that she exists at all against the odds. Matters. I will call her Wilhelmina after my late brother Wilhelm. I hope the law is kinder to her than it was to him. I hope for many things, truthfully, that she be smart and shrewd, that she be strong, relentless, undeniable. Most of all, I hope for a steel spine that she does not bend when Halcyon would break her. That she should be stronger than I. Okay. I must find Minnie, a wet nurse. She demands to be fed throughout the day and night, and I simply cannot get a single thing done. Minnie, is she different from Wilhelmina? The nurse will need to be exceptional, smart, educated, of means. Minnie must have the best start if she's going to survive the pit of vipers that is the Byzantine elite. Then there is the matter of governess. I can't watch the child constantly, not if I'm to do my work. How soon must I begin looking? Naturally, she'll have to be exceptional as well, and exceptional Byzantines don't exactly grow on trees. I will persuade Harvey to investigate this for me. The man has little else to do. Okay, oh, wait. Okay, 5 years later. I don't understand how anyone of ambition has time to keep up journals. I certainly don't, yet have I am indulging myself. Minnie's influence, no doubt. Her behavior concerns me. She's clingy, emotional. At 5, she should be starting to show some personality, not crying for her mother when I leave for another stint in Gorgon. This may be the fault of Marie, her governess, as Minnie certainly didn't learn this behavior from me. I'll have to fire the woman. It's clear she's not capable of instilling in Minnie a correct understanding of how to behave. Harvey despairs of ever finding a governess who meets my professor's standards. He and I went in circles on each of our R's, but he came around to my thinking eventually. Why shouldn't I want what's best for my daughter? Maybe I'll fire him too. Okay, next. I'm at my wits' end with Minnie. At 13, she should have already mastered basic chemistry, physics, and mathematics, but she can barely handle long division. She struggles to remember the simplest equations and formulas no matter how many times her governess raps her knuckles, but by the time I was her age, I already made dynamite in my grandfather's laboratory. The only thing Minnie's making explode is my head. Her father asked me why we don't just send her to boarding school, but I abhor the thought of her surrounded by those coddled idiots. More alarming still, she's begun to show an interest in romance serials and painting. She may have a strong grasp of color theory, and she shows some promise with watercolors, but surely that's the result of her education in spectroscopy, not any innate skill. What value has art anyway? She gave me a truly dreadful painting of Francis this morning, and I haven't a clue what to do with it. Perhaps I'll stuff it in my desk with Francis. I'll have a good laugh over it when she's grown and finally come to her senses. Okay. Lucien appeared at the manor this morning. I thought him here for me. He to finally wring my neck after our latest tiff, but no, it was much worse than that. He'd come to speak to Minnie. No need to guess why. She's taken it upon herself to manage the household these last few years, since neither her father nor I have time or frankly inclination. Under her watch, the staff's productivity has increased 35% while reducing our costs an astonishing 67%. You save tens of thousands of bits. Harvey tipped Lucien off. I expect now he wants to bring her on to help manage the Gorgon facilities, which I refused over Minnie's vociferous protestations. She cried after he left. I only wish that I could tell her why. Last one. How did I raise such a willful daughter? She's no longer requesting to join the project, but demanding. I'm ready. I can help you. It's what I want. She doesn't know what she's asking. Gorgon's not safe. Compound X is in the air. It's infected the water and the food. It's no longer just the test subjects in the laboratory techs in danger now. Even the general staff are beginning to feel its effects. Even I feel it. I'm tied up in knots. I know what I must do. The only way I can persuade her away, but it'll kill me to do it. Minnie, I'll say you just don't have what it takes. You're too shallow, too simple, too weak. She'll hate me for it, but I'm sure it will destroy her, but it will work. She'll be safe. That's all. Okay. She just wanted to protect her daughter. Harvey's gone. His body's still alive, but the man I married is dead. He broke into my office and stole the last of my release candidate ampules, busted the door to splinters in his withdrawal fury. I chartered a shuttle to bring him to the facility for medical care, even convinced Prianta to oversee the transfer. He didn't want to. Was worried it wasn't safe, but I begged him. Harvey killed the shuttle crew, Priyanka too, but the shuttle wouldn't take off without its pilot, and I couldn't stop his raging, so I left the ship on the landing pad for days, watched him tear it to pieces with his bare hands. He lost a lot of blood. I brought him inside once it finally passed out and shoved him into a stasis solution tube. My work did this to him. Me, I did this. I'll tell Lucian. Surely now he'll delay the release. Surely after this. What happened? I take from these entries that Mother was severe with her editorial pen. This is but one version of her, carefully curated, and not the one I wanted to find. Where is her unvarnished stream of consciousness? Where is her spontaneous brilliance? The search continues. My efforts will inevitably steer me to Gorgon. What then, Minnie? What then? Oh, that was Minnie. That was Minnie. Okay. So... the mother was a genius, and he kinda messed up raising up Minnie. That's why Minnie's searching for Gorgon. I'm not lucky. He sent me.
So who the devil are you?
Oh, you're not that old.
You don't say. Well, make yourself at home, Captain.
Oh no, she's his daughter.
I'm sure we have much to discuss. Do you see that glowing chunk of space rock? That's Gorgon. My birthright, my burden, and the bane of my existence. I hate to drink alone, and this is my third. So join me in raising a glass. To Gorgon.
Are you Minnie Ambrose?
That's right. And I take it you're the type who skips formalities, so
Yeah.
let's get down to business.
Yeah, I don't like drinking.
Now, what brings you to my house, handsome? I take it you didn't come all this way for the beverages, the starry skies, or the pleasant company.
Just seeing the search for me. I'm hearing about a severed arm.
A severed arm?
Yeah, severed
How
arm.
positively ghoulish. You know this is a private residence, not a curio shop? Really? Huh. Now this severed limb, did it have dark hair? Rugged knuckles? Chewed fingernails? A gunslinger's calluses? Aha! Mystery solved. I can only think of one man daring enough to jettison his extremities on my behalf. Lucky Montoya is my personal freelancer. Fascinating man. Very brooding and theatrical. Always staring into space and twirling a bullet over his knuckles.
The more lost we feel, the more we put on a show for others.
But if something happened to him... Oh dear. I suppose that makes him my former freelancer now? You suspect foul play? Interesting. If we're being honest, I haven't given it much thought. What a time for his luck to run out. We were in the middle of something grand, and I really can't afford another setback. Settling an old score. How would you like to be my new freelancer? There's been a recent vacancy, and I think you're well suited to the job.
You offer work to everyone who breaks into your home? Must be some kind of Byzantine tradition I ain't know about.
I don't believe you thought this through. Or much else for that matter.
I'm looking for someone rough around the edges. A gorgeous, dashing scoundrel type. Incidentally, someone good with their hands.
Okay.
My mother, Dr. Olivia Ambrose, worked for Spacer's Choice at the Gorgon Research Facility.
Okay.
She was brilliant. The top scientist in her field. Until tragedy struck.
Go on.
One day, Spacer's Choice shut down all research and evacuated Gorgon. Everyone had to scramble or risk getting left behind. It was chaos. Employees fled for their lives. Mother never made it home. I'm told she wasn't the only casualty that fateful day.
Okay.
It must have been real hard on you, losing your mother all of a sudden like that. I'm sorry to hear it, ma'am.
Thank you. Ambrose ladies are supposed to be resilient to the unexpected, but this was especially hard on
you want
me.
revenge?
Mother's name has since been dragged through the mud. Spacer's Choice blames her for the collapse of Project Gorgon, and I just know they're lying. Everything you can imagine and more. Dereliction of duty, circulating anti-corporate memos, taking longer than average coffee breaks. The list goes on. Mother would not have allowed Project Gorgon to fail. Something happened on that asteroid, and my family took the fall for it. The truth. Mother is gone, Gorgon is silent, and I deserve answers. I don't know. And Spacer's Choice won't say. They don't discuss anything that tarnishes their brand. Gorgon has a dark history. The project fell apart. Personnel were shuffled across the system. With Mother gone, now I'm all that's left.
I think he's dead, right?
No doubt someone is out there who could talk. Someone involved in Mother's research. Someone paid for their discretion. Then again, why pay for silence when you can buy it for the low cost of a bullet?
Yeah.
That's the Spacer's Choice way.
That's evil.
The asteroid may look like a glittering jewel, but I assure you the resemblance ends there. Gorgon is poisonous to the core. One might even say cursed. I admired Mother, but we weren't close. She disapproved of everything about me, really. I couldn't measure up to her example. She didn't make time for us. I remember thinking that she never wanted a child, and never forgave me for being one. Naive and irresponsible as I was.
Come on, she loved you. She just failed at being a mother, but she wanted to mold you like her.
No doubt. I only wish Mother was here to tell it in her own words.
Yeah.
Mother worked herself to the bone. She wanted to make the colony a better place, no matter who or what got sacrificed along the way. She never spared a thought for those of us who cherished her, who suffered for her idea of progress.
Yeah, even your dad got killed, right?
We got close once. When I was a child, I enjoyed looking over Mother's shoulder, playing backseat chemist while she peered into a microscope.
Wow.
One day, she told me to leave before I broke something. Then, I got mad and broke something. Typical night in the Ambrose house.
Oh, that hurts my heart to hear, ma'am. My dad was real dedicated to his work, too, but he always let me help. Made me feel, I don't know, special. Like I had something to offer. I wish you could have had that with your mother.
Mother and Gorgon were made for each other. I had the misfortune to be stuck in the middle. I need your help, Captain. Project Gorgon killed Mother and disgraced the Ambrose name, and no one has been held accountable. Spacer's Choice buried the past like a dirty secret.
Yeah.
You followed an uncertain lead all the way to my doorstep. You're curious, resourceful, and perceptive. All the marks of a good private eye. Whatever happened on Gorgon wasn't Mother's fault. I simply need the evidence to prove it. We're going to drag the truth kicking and screaming into the light. Even if it means bringing ruin and humiliation to Spacer's Choice. All the evidence I need should be in Mother's journal. You can find it in her office on Gorgon, in the heart of the old research facility.
Gotcha. Yeah.
I'm not surprised. Between the family drama and the corporate conspiracy, it must feel like you've stepped on a landmine. Speak freely, Captain. I suspect it will prove that corporate greed and incompetence were to blame for the calamity at Gorgon, and not Mother. Mother was a brilliant woman. Difficult, cold, unreachable even, but brilliant. Then my family's disgrace, our curse, will be absolute. This is my last hope of redeeming the Ambrose name. I don't like my chances, but I have to try. And I need help. Your help. I didn't want to go anywhere near Gorgon. Once I exhausted all my options, the search led me back here. I even had Mother declared legally dead. Would you believe it took 5 years to process the paperwork?
Wait, what?
Allow me to explain. Mother's body is still on Gorgon.
Oh.
No body means no death certificate, which means no inheritance. I killed Mother, just on paper, of course, so I could claim my inheritance.
Okay.
We wouldn't be standing here if I didn't have access to the family fortune. I once assumed the mansion and the money would be enough to redeem the Ambrose name. But even in Byzantium, prestige must be earned, and it can so easily be lost. Break back into high society, yes. I have Spacer's Choice to thank for that. The smear campaign against Mother was the work of cowards. I'm vindicating the family name for her, for the colony, and for my future. Everything that Mother lost. This colony is in trouble. The lunatics at Spacer's Choice are running the asylum, and we need better people to wield their influence. After Gorgon, I quickly discovered that the Ambrose name was cursed, for lack of a better term. I had no place among the decision makers. No seat at the table. That is why I'm clearing the record and vindicating the Ambrose line. For Mother, for me, and for the generations who will one day inherit Halcyon. I know it will. You know as much as I do, I'm afraid. Spacer's Choice abandoned Gorgon, but the asteroid is far from unoccupied. Between the marauders, the wildlife, and whatever escaped the labs, danger abounds. Toward the end of the project, I heard Mother grumble about some test subjects running amok outside of their enclosure. I wish I could tell you more. Just watch yourself. If you aren't careful, you stand to lose more than an arm. I believe that covers it all. Are you ready to get started? We mustn't allow the trail to get cold.
Okay.
Perhaps then you can put your mother's ghost to rest.
You do all that for me?
Yeah.
I was hoping you'd take the job, but I didn't expect you to care. I believe you're the first person to ever side with me against the corporation. It's a refreshing change.
Hey.
When you reach Gorgon, pack a weapon you trust. The corporate lockdown hasn't stopped the wilderness from squirming in through the cracks. I've never understood why, but Gorgon is teeming with marauders. They almost seem drawn to sorrow and misfortune. Then there's the test subjects, those who survived anyway. Ravenous creatures left behind like so much salvage.
Okay.
I told him everything I've told you. Just the facts. Maybe a couple of harmless embellishments. Why? It's sure to be 100% with that attitude. Still, you're smart to ask. Lucky spent most of our time together spinning a pistol around his index finger. Not sure he'll listen to any of my advice. But you won't let me down, will you, Captain? There's a little saloon near Gorgon's landing pad, the Sprat Shack. Lucky was renting a room, so if you want to follow his trail, that would be the place to start.
Oh, you think maybe they got a little mascot? Like a sprat in a tiny hat?
Just so we understand each other, money is no object. I'm willing to squander the family fortune if you get me what I want. Between your payment and any salvage you happen across, you'll walk away from this rich enough to buy a mansion of your own. How does that sound?
I'm not in it for the money.
A consummate professional. That shouldn't be a problem. Here's your nav key, Captain. Safe travels.
Yeah.
Spacer's Choice should be the one apologizing, but thank you. Sincerely. A word of advice before you go, Captain. Trust no one. Mother's office is in the heart of the Gorgon facility. You're free to salvage anything that isn't nailed down. I only want what's mine.
Mysterious heiress, unexpected gainful employment. It's like something out of a detective serial.
Don't worry about us. We're well versed in helping ourselves to anything that's not nailed down.
Well, you're stolen some of your stuff. And Pravati, you're so excited. It just literally just being on a crime-solving quest.
Forget. Regrettable, I know. We used to have a staff to maintain the grounds. Not just auto mechanicals either. Real people doing real work. It's hard to find good help. And I'm not quick to trust anyone who'd work for me. Present company excluded. I can worry about upkeep once my family name is restored. Until then, this manor is a base of operations.
Okay.
Hideous, isn't it? I've been meaning to have that thing removed. Maybe jettisoned into the sun. Spacer's Choice agreed to double Mother's research budget if she subjected her family to product placement.
Okay.
I swear, those eyes follow me wherever I go. Not as much as I used to. Who has time to slow their thoughts and bask in tranquility?
It's all that's really worth doing in this life.
I prefer staring out the window of my drawing room, brooding on matters outside of my control.
Yeah, the fake
Father
fish.
loved his salt tuna. He was an
Oh, I
avid
see.
fisherman, you know. But that was long ago. When they moved here from Byzantium, Mother told me he was heartbroken to learn there was no sport. So she bought him a pond for his sad, lonely amusement.
Okay.
Very well. If there's anything else, you have my attention. Someone's been snooping around. Not that I mind. It reminds me why I hired you in the first place. For your keen eyes and scandalous disregard for privacy. When I left home, I wanted Mother and Father to know the conditions of my return. I would stroll through the entrance with my head held high, or not at all. I left this place with every intention of returning once the time was right. When I arrived, I was the toast of the town. All fought for the honor of lighting my cigarettes. The attention was sublime. I opened a small firm to help young, impressionable heirs manage their family wealth. Business was good. For a while. Gorgon happened.
Okay.
With Mother's downfall, so too fell my influence in
Because of
society.
your name.
I sold the business at a loss. Then I hatched a plan to restore the family name. That plan, as you're now well aware, is still in motion. Yes, that wasn't part of the plan. Fall of Gorgon accelerated my schedule.
I see.
I thought I would find success in Byzantium. Instead, I must look for redemption back where I began. Here, in these vacant halls.
It's kinda tragic.
You reminded me of better times. I should be thanking you. The Ambrose family comes from old Earth money. We were pioneers, inventors, and chimerists. Always at the top of our field, never lagging behind. If there's anything else you'd like to know, speak on. Ah, yes. I've scanned her old logs. But I'm afraid they haven't given up anything I didn't already know or suspect.
Okay.
If you have any questions, you can trust me to answer them. I gain nothing by leaving you in the dark. Lucian was Mother's point of contact at Spacer's Choice. I'd call him high-ranking, but I don't think his job had a rank in the traditional sense. He once tried to recruit me to work on Gorgon, but of course Mother wouldn't hear of it. I never forgave her for that. And risk losing one of the colony's greatest minds to Auntie Cleo? I think not. No. In their estimate, I'm certain Mother was worth 10 of me.
Okay.
They did the math, and I came up short. A little bit of everything, I suppose. Manage personnel, keep an eye on budgets, see that goals and expectations were well defined.
That's your skill set,
Chemistry
right?
may be my passion, but Spacer's Choice recognized my knack for
admin.
administration. I would have taken the job and perhaps even enjoyed it. Did anything else in Mother's terminal glue your eyes to the screen? I so wanted to avoid opening that wound. Now here we are. Father was exposed to some of Gorgon's more caustic chemicals. I don't know how, but I suspect that Mother brought her work home.
Okay.
I
He's
don't
dead.
know. It's possible that Mother carted him off to Gorgon for her studies. That, or she killed him and buried him under the floorboards, or bricked him behind a wall. I wouldn't put anything past Olivia Ambrose. He never defended me against Mother, never even tried to challenge her authority. Of course I care. I adored my father. But what's done is done. There's no two ways about it. Mother was vicious, and that's saying something in Halcyon. By that point, I was already living in Byzantium, trying to get out from under my family's shadow. You're very kind to consider my well-being, but if I'd been exposed, we'd be having a very different conversation.
Agree.
Yes? Of all the intrigue and mystery surrounding my household, that is what interests you. I do enjoy painting. I haven't indulged in some time, but it's a pleasant enough diversion. I honestly don't think I've been at it long enough to have a style. Painting is something I enjoy on the side, not something I chase to perfection. We Ambrose ladies have a way of ruining the things we love by committing ourselves to them. I've always been partial to Truth Emerging from the Well to Shame Mankind by Jerome. That painting speaks to me. It shows how nothing stays hidden for long. Your curiosity is charming, but do remember to focus on the job at hand.
Yeah.
You do that, and thanks for your attention to detail. If Mother and I shared anything, it was our love of chemistry. Chemistry is a desire to understand matter, the very foundation of our existence. What Ambrose could ignore such a tempting lure? Yes? That's Ask anything you like, Captain. It's nice to have a competent partner for a change. I've told you everything I know.
You sure?
I trust you to investigate Gorgon and draw your own conclusions. If you can think of anything specific, all you have to do is ask. Of course, my dear Captain. I look forward to it.
Okay,
the
Minnie.
pleasure is mine.
Oh, that's why it's moving. It's the glass. That's Gorgon. Guess we'll head back to the ship. What? What did I shoot? And am I meant to kill this guy? Oh my! You save here, and I'm gonna load the quick save. I didn't intend to kill him. The butler.
Captain. The pleasure.
Okay. Okay, that's it for now.